I quite like playing with that, getting people to not just understand where their existing orientations are, but why people sit in different orientations and how you might position yourself in those and what that would open up if you shifted to their worldview. Well, I mean, my view of the role of the future is an anticipatory one. So my view is that the images that we hold of the future fundamentally affect what we perceive as possibility in the present. And so our ideas of the future work backwards on the present, and they shape or frame our sense of what's there, they frame our sense of possibility. And so critically what we try to do is to stop people getting settled in accepted ideas of the future that they've just inherited from elsewhere. Well, I mean, my research has a range of different methods. I mean, everything from classic foresight scenario development processes to CLA, but I'm also a trained ethnographer, so I believe in detailed empirical engagement with people to understand what's going on. I believe in long and detailed interviews. I think you get a lot out of that.
Yes.
And one of the things that we developed a few years ago were methods that allow people to reflect on the relationship between agency and knowledge. So I quite like playing with that, getting people to not just understand where their existing orientations are, but why people sit in different orientations and how you might position yourself in those and what that would open up if you shifted to their worldview. So I like playing with those sorts of things. I also increasingly think that art and ritual practices are quite important as well. One of the big challenges I think we have when we're trying to shift our sense of relationship to the world around us is to create enough openness and enough space for people to connect to a different sort of identity. It sounds very, very vague, but if one of the things that we're trying to get people to do is to... Actually, I'm not trying to get people to do anything. I'm trying to open up possibilities to perceive a different sort of relationship with the planet and with the world. Now, at that point, one of the things that you might want to do is to support people to take a long walk in the forest and have a lot of time on their own, for example. But then I came across recently, I was introduced to a beautiful ritual that was run by somebody at the Balaton group that I went to last year that involved connecting with artefacts from very different periods of history and holding them in your hands and holding something that's, you know, hundreds of thousands of years old in your hand and thinking about the connection that you have with whatever that is, which is an ammonite, I think, and think about what is constant, what's different. That helps you, the material object, the ritual environment within which you are encountering it, helps you to position yourself in a different sort of temporality from the everyday that we're in at the moment. And I think that's one of our challenges. How do we sort of break ourselves out of the everyday presentist temporality that we get stuck in, to see that we are constantly operating on different levels of time.